A beautiful skyline of Denver. And we've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Gets a hand on it, and Covington stays with it.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Millsap finds Murray. Jokic inside. Working on Nurkic. And Portland with the ball.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays. Well, Jokic with great anticipation there, one of his better qualities as a passing big.
It's deflected and stolen by Murray, and pushing it up. Here's Denver. There's Porter with the 3, Millsap, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Now, defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
And finished off by Porter.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. It doesn't go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray with the bounce pass. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Lillard the pass to Covington. And that one drops for him. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Back to Murray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Covington kicks to McCollum. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Now here's Murray. Millsap dishes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Lillard outside. Nurkic against Murray. And a wide open look for McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
1:11 left to play here in the first. And that one's good. Jokic.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line. So hard to ask for much more than that.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. But he's fearless, heartless, And he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. The shot by Anthony, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Lillard, and 2 free throws coming up on it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Powell. He kicks it to Lillard. Fires the 3. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
We've got Rivers. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Denver passing it around. Millsap finds Rivers. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Portland leading. And the pass to Kanter. Powell, no one around him, and he's good on the 3 ball. Powell's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Morris looking over the floor. Passes it to McGee. No one near him. No good off the back of the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Millsap's against Anthony. The Nuggets trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morris, no good. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Simons, the pass to Kanter. It's stolen by Morris.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession. Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the Nuggets pick up 2. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Kanter kicks to Little. 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Millsap. Wide open look. Misses off the left iron.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Was unable to do so.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Count that bucket.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Morris into the lane. Rivers passes to Millsap. Here is McGee. Back to Rivers. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And here's McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Outside Millsap. Outside Porter. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Nurkic. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll do.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Morris. And here's McCollum out to the right wing. Lillard attacking. He dishes it to Nurkic. Rebound by Murray.
those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Portland leading by 4.
You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Here's the 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Murray against Lillard. Murray left side. And it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray bearing his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Portland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic, and he gets it to go. Jokic has got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
McCollum outside to the left wing. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Barton the bounce pass. Here's Murray. From down in the low post, it goes. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Kicks it out to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose and stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets fast break. And Barton is going to throw it down hard.
Well, Barton likes to get fancy out there, and he gets to the rim that time in a great throwdown.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. Nurkic with it. There's 1:38 left here in the 3rd quarter. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Murray surveying the D. 1:12 left in the 3rd. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum outside. The 3. The Trailblazers rebound. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. .44 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Down low, Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Powell the pass to Cannon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic. Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. No good on the second free throw.
And, of course, in 2015, Kanter signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting. Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Powell kicks to Little. Up top, Powell. He's guarded by Rivers. The wide open shot by Little. They get it back. Here's Kanter. Now Powell goes back up. Goes up again, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Morris. Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The shot by Powell, no good. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Here's Murray. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
The quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Murray, the pass to Barton. The second chance effort. Outside for Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Trailblazers leading by 5. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Little. Simons surveying the D. Here's Kanter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And putting the defender in a difficult spot. Kanter with the strong frame. Hard to stop on that.
And Kanter drops them both. The Nuggets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Jokic missing. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And that one, good. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Jokic trying to free himself up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nurkic is a double-double machine every night. There's not a lot of teams right now that are equipped on their roster to handle the kind of size that Nurkic can bring.
Trailblazers leading by 10. McCollum kicks to Jones. Back to McCollum. Dishes it to Jones. Inside. Millsap with the steal. It's Barton on the wing. Outside Millsap. Here's Here's Jokic. Shoots over Covington, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Robert Covington picks one up. So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits.
Well, the 6'10" Serbian Jokic is doing a little bit of everything. A decent scorer, a determined rebounder, and, of course, an elite passer.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
Nuggets running out of time. To the paint. Nurkic with the steal. Kicks to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Down by 12. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
1:07 left to play here in the fourth. And Lillard kicks to Jones. 6 to shoot. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Denver grabs the miss. Millsap inside. Defended by Jones. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Barton. Banked in off the glass.
Now Barton does a good job there. Makes that finish look easy with the great control of the body on the finish.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Lillard outside. Back to Jones. Kicks it out to McCollum. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And there's Murray on the assist by Porter.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. The tray. No good. So the Trailblazers win it. This was a... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Murray. And he converts the layup. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic.
Love the determination by Murray on defense, really doing his best to pester these shooters.
Barton, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Doncic against Murray. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis from 15 feet away. No good. And it's Denver the other way. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Barton kicks to Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Hardaway against Barton. Jokic high post. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Porter, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Porter. And Porter drops them both.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Now, here's Doncic, and the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Porter with the steal.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourself, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Outside Millsap. Jokic inside. He's against Porzingis. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
To the inside, Porzingis. The shot's good.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Now here's Murray. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Marjanovic against Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
4 on the clock. Campazzo. And the rejection by Marjanovic. One-on-one fast break. Down low. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Millsap. Here's McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Doncic, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Passes it to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. It's tipped. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly from deep. But they'll get another chance. Back to Hardaway. Out to Doncic. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Pass to Millsap. Kicks it out to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, this is all Aaron Gordon needs, right? Just a little space to run and forget about it.
Mavericks trail by 8.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Richardson. On the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And stolen by Redick. Fast break, Dallas. Richardson's running. McGee with the block. Morris outside. There's the lob to the hoop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Redick for 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. They get it again. McGee, the fader. The pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
To end the drought. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
You never know what Redick is going to do, which is how he gets defenders to foul it.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Martin surveying the floor. Floats it up for Jokic. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Richardson, and stolen by Barton. Murray against Cauley Stein. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
So he comes up empty at the line. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Barton against Hardaway. Barton left side. Here's Jokic. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Porzingis is double. And stolen by Murray. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Hardaway passes to Brunson. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. For Dallas, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Millsap left side. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Pull. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Bat. Denver had no problems getting going. Some major league offense and defensive. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
We've got Jalen Brunson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Mavericks making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. Bucket 2 from deep. Denver grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. Rivers against Doncic. Puts one up from 19. Offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. Second shot opportunity. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Porzingis.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
Barton against Hardaway. Barton outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact. contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Porzingis. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in. A good look from Doncic. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Here's Doncic. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Wilbert.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And the technical free throw is good.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Dallas again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Porzingis. Finney-Smith. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Morris against Doncic. Morris kicks to Gordon. Back to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Millsap dishes to Gordon. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. Inside. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Hardaway finds Marjanovic. Morris against Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 5. On the wing, Morris. Brunson covering. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Morris.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Outside, Redick. It's Richardson on the wing. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Denver. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Gordon goes in, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
How about the agility, boys? Gordon knifing his way inside, finishes with confidence. That's pretty.
Richardson outside. Millsap with the steal. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
The feed to Cauley-Stein. Kicks it to Powell. The 10-footer finds the target. 9 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Martin from outside. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Redick against Porter. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Back to Brunson. No good on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Murray surveying the D. Lock at 6. And it's Murray with the jam.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Pass to Richardson from about 16. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 7 rebounds in the game. Powell against Porter. Keeps it alive. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And here's the fast break. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 11 points, and the basket from J.J. Redick.
Pull up, catch and shoot. It simply does not matter. Redick will unleash his picture-perfect form in any situation. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Barton against Hardaway. Barton passes to Millsap. Back to Barton. Outside Porter. And the layup's good off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Down low, Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Murray against Doncic. Wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and KP, he's not shy about creating some contact there. He might have a slender frame, but he is not afraid.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter. Murray outside. And Porter, here we go. Denver gets it back. Millsap kicks to Barton. Pass to Murray. 5 to shoot. Marjanovic against Porter. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and he trims the lead to single digits.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
The putback, It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Doncic feeling it out. From deep three-point range. The shot that time not on target. And the Nuggets going the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Millsap.
Well, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Murray outside. Doncic with the block.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
From deep. No good. So the Nuggets win it, and in the win, a comfortable win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Soaring high above the Willamette. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. McCollum passes to Lillard. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. From the arc. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Knocked loose. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And then Cauley Stein with the jam.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
From deep three-point range. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Porzingis. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
You know, I like seeing Porzingis work his magic from there, guys, making great use of this spot on the floor.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And it's Simons missing. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Portland leading. In the corner, Powell with it. Portland moving the ball around. Cantor kicks to Little. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. The wide open shot by Little from outside off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Powell against Doncic. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Simons following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. It's stolen by Little. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Porzingis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so here's Portland. They trail by 1. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Brunson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. shoots it. 6 to shoot. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Stolen by Cantor.
I mean, really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trail. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about.
I know that when the main guy.
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Little. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. And here is Powell. Here's Kanter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Left side, Redick. Over Little. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Little gets the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Richardson finds Marjanovic. Back to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Powell against Anthony. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
And Kanter throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Brunson after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Outside, Redick, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 8.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Powell. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Portland the foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Now, here's Nurkic. No points in the game yet for him. And Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Pass to Richardson. Now here's Powell. Defended by Covington. Nurkic with the block. Covington finds Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And a wide open look for McCollum. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And the wide open shot from Redick connects from three-point range.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Covington down low. Powell's there. Here's Lillard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 12 points for him.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Richardson. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points for him. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Nobody near Lillard. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at... And...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. The three for Doncic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Outside, Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that Mobile One block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Lillard against Doncic. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff. You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Back Back to Doncic. From downtown. Kept alive. Outside Hardaway. Out to Porzingis. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now, Doncic for the three. Rebounded by Anthony.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And it's Little finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. Back to Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Dallas no good that time either. Portland leading by 11. Lobs it up for Anthony. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the inside. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Over to the wing. Little passes to Canner. And Canner throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Redick inside the line. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
It's Redick on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got 6 points.
And Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Simons the pass to Little. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony kicks to Cancer. Pass to Little. Anthony on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Little out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Mavericks trail by 12. Doncic feeling it out. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. They get a hand on it, taken away by Anthony. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Little finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Doncic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Porzingis has got the ball. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers leading by 14. Little with the ball. Hardaway picks him up, and it's good. 2 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
The three for Doncic. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. Launches a three. A putback, and Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Doncic dishes to CLA Stein. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Yeah, the step back, and he hits the jump shot.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Lillard looking around. Outside, Jones. Kicks it out to Covington. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a three. CLA Stein grabs the board. CLA Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Now here's CLA Stein. Here's Hardaway. He's guarded by McCollum. Shot left block. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. That's 10 points for Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
And it's McCollum off the drive. Covington dishes to McCollum. Kicks it to Lillard. Back to McCollum. From deep three-point range. And it's Lillard missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from CLA Stein. Lillard outside. Passes it to Nurkic. For three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic outside. 1:06 left in the fourth. Fires the three. Nurkic with the steal.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Trailblazers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
To the paint. Jones kicks to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for three. Offensive rebound. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Lillard with it. Trying to end the drought. And the miss. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one. Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at center. Now here's Murray. And it's Millsap, that time on the assist by Murray. Millsap's got the game going with his first points of the game for Denver. And Portland with the ball. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
No one covering.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Murray surveying the D. Nurkic with the block. But they get it back. Millsap. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Off target from three-point range. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Murray. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Murray with it. Jones covering. And a wide open look for Porter. Drops in the tray. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And stolen by Murray. Poked loose. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Chalk up 2 there.
McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Lillard against Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
They get it back, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Denver leading by 6. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Covington. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. That bucket in no time at all. He has 5.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Murray against Lillard. From 7. Outside for Millsap. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 4-point game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Lillard's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers. Murray finds Jokic. Back to Murray. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Fires from 18. And it's good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 10 points.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Here's Murray. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Lillard outside. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Launches it. But they recover it. Kicks it out to Lillard. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Porter in the corner. It's stolen by Jones. And Lillard throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Murray outside. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris, and there's JaVale McGee. Morris outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Powell finds Cantor. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And the shot goes in. Cantor's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. And it's the Nuggets with the ball.
And, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his first 2 points.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Little can't hit.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
6 to shoot. Campazzo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland leading. Here's Anthony. And he banks in the layup.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Morris. Count it. Morris has got 4 points this quarter. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Millsap with the steal. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with the speed and movement. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Denver on D. Anthony, the pass to Cantor.
Oh, how about the defensive instincts of McGee? I mean, it's so impressive. He's gifted at positioning himself and using his length to throw shooters off.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Trailblazers trail by 3.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Powell. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Denver leading by 3. To the middle. Out to Morris. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. And Morris drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Passed a little. Kanter kicks to Anthony. Now the pass to Simons. Here's Kanter. And the layup is good. Kanter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Now Morris. He's got 8. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Powell, the pass to Simons. The shot by Powell, no good. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
26 seconds left now here in the second. Little passes to Anthony. Dishes it to Cantor. Kicks to Little. Here's Simons. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Murray against Lillard. Murray outside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 9 now for Denver. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. And that's
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Covington wide open. He fires. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Covington's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Portland. Murray dishes to Barton. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Right wing. Lillard looking around. Back to Nurkic. On the wing, Jones. A 3 from McCollum. The shot comes out. Barton with some nice D. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Nurkic. It's tipped. And here they go. Covington with it. Now guarded by Porter. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Covington.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with it.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. And it's Murray with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Whew, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Jokic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jones drives in. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
Jones finds McCollum. Now Nurkic trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Kicks it out to Lillard. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Millsap with the steal.
He's got to get back to playing in control. After 0 turnovers in the first half, he's out there loose with it.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now, here is Morris. 8 points for him. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that percentage.
Here's Simons, trailing here by 8. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. Foul for 3. That one misses. And it's Denver the other way. Campazzo. And the 3 ball is good. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Pass to Simons. In the corner, it's Little. Passes to Canner. Feeds to Carmelo. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Trailblazers trail by 11. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Denver leading by 8. Now, here is Morris. He's got 8. Here's McGee. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for me.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Paul Millsap. He's out there with Aaron Gordon. Monte Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Trailblazers trail by 8. It's Powell on the wing. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Nuggets shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. hitting on all cylinders. Morris outside. Lets a floater go. Basket good.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. It's Powell on the wing. Now the dish to Cantor. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Denver also making a switch. Bulls checked in. And the wide open shot from Morris. The Nuggets with another miss.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Now, here's Bull. He kicks to McGee. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Misses the 3. Denver leading by 8. Campazzo. And it's Gordon with the finish.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing. Nuggets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The pass to Gordon. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You better respect the interior game a little. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
The free throw drops for Lillard. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Both free throws good from Lillard. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Jokic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Barton. Porter in the corner. Back to Barton. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds in the game. Right side, Jones. Knocked away. Stolen by McCollum. Shoots the 3. The shot misses. And the Nuggets going the other way. Murray outside. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Jones kicks to Lillard. Off target from outside.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now here's Murray. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. That one's not going to go.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Barton outside. In the corner, Murray with it. The 3.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nuggets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jamal Murray.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Here's Lillard. He dishes it to Jones. Can they get it? And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
Porter finds Murray. No good on the three. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Lillard misses. Barton in the corner. Over McCollum. That shot off. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks, for Chris.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the... Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Hardaway. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Pass to Jokic, 14 feet away. That one, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Murray with it. Passes it to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Dishes it to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity. That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Cauley Stein. The shot. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, Doncic to the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
And he makes both free throws. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray surveying the D. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Murray against Doncic. And Murray, here we go. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seeing an opportunity to get inside and just attacking.
Doncic against Murray. Down low, Jokic with the steal. Murray the pass to Porter. To the paint, picked off in midair. Hardaway with him. Now guarded by Barton. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. The shot by CLA Stein, no good. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Millsap. There's the pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Murray against Doncic. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game. And it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
And here is Doncic from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Murray outside. And stolen by CLA Stein. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Aaron Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Morris finds Millsap. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Millsap's got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brunson against Morris. Here's Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Richardson. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Morris against Brunson. Outside, Reddick. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Inside, stolen by McGee.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Gordon kicks to McGee. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Check out the footwork from Millsap. Rolls off the pick smooth and gets to his spot.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Campazzo. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Mavericks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Powell, the pass to Reddick. Richardson outside. Fires, high post, and too long on the shot.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Mavericks trailing. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Brunson finds Richardson. Reddick for 3. He can't hit that time. And it's Denver the other way. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. McGee's shot is off.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Reddick with it. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Reddick's got 5 points in the quarter.
A phenomenal scorer from these mid-range spots. Reddick superb at finding room to get that one off.
Millsap. 43 seconds left here in the second. Here's Morris. Tips it up, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got 8 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside, Reddick. Takes a 3. Reddick can't get that one to fall.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Campazzo. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 1. We're going to step away.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that does it for our.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one, if that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Jokic against Cauley-Stein. Murray, no good. The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. Fires from the wing. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
Doncic against Murray. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 8 points.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. He gets that one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Murray against Hardaway. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. To the middle. And finished off by Porter.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And Jokic slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Back to Cauley-Stein. Dallas moving it around. Pocket 6. Porzingis. That's a 2. Dallas no good that time either. The Nuggets leading by 3. Doncic with the steal. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Campazzo buries it down low. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one. Floats it up for Jokic. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And here's the break. Here's Porzingis. Basket counts. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Campazzo deflects the pass. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Gordon, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group on the floor for Denver. This one for 3. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Brunson kicks to Redick. A miss that time would have put him up. Back to Brunson. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Bowl, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Here's Richardson. The shot will not fall. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Redick. A putback, and Bowl pulls it down. Denver in the lead. Inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Richardson with it. Now Bowl defending. Richardson the pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now Bowl. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Redick for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
They get the rebound. Out left to the wing. And they double up Gordon. Campazzo pins the shot with nobody near him.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Wide open look here for Murray. Millsap kicks to Murray. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Doncic, here we go. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. Over in the corner, Doncic. Over Jokic. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. That one drops for him.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Murray outside. Down low. From 7. Jokic, no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, and KP, he's not shy about creating some contact there. He might have a slender frame, but he is not afraid. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Barton in the corner. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Finney Smith. He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Murray against Doncic. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
Barton against Hardaway. Now here's Barton. He's guarded closely. Lachey. Pass to Jokic. Over Cauley Stein. Jokic, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Finney Smith. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And Murray, here we go. It's in!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 2. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now, here's Doncic. Count it. Good. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Passes it to Hardaway. Marjanovic with it. Shoots over Nurkic. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
Now, here's Nurkic. Up again, and the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Finney-Smith. Out to Porzingis. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
More and more as Porzingis is playing these minutes and has these scoring opportunities, he's dealing with the contact much better.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. And it's Lillard missing. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. Over McCollum.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Plays it up off the glass.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Lillard against Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Covington. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. McCollum passes to Covington. Lillard against Doncic. Covington dishes to Lillard. McCollum outside. And he hits it to tie the game up. McCollum's got 6 points.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Takes it out to Covington. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Nurkic. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Simons. Here's Powell. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Now here's Hardaway, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Dallas moving it around. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Mavericks now. Here's Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Gets it off, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the big loss.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Powell is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Richardson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Little. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Simons the pass to Canner. Now here's Powell over Richardson. And that one hits back iron. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas leading by 5. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. Here's Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Now, here's Richardson. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Rebounded by Covington. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Lillard way outside. The offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Got to put a body on Nurk. Just too big down low.
Richardson outside. Redick is in the corner.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the basket by McCollum.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Richardson. Outside, Redick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Kicks it out to Jones. Uncovered. The shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Outside for Redick. This is to Powell. Richardson against McCollum. Richardson the pass to Brunson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
An average shooter from deep. It's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Lillard misses.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
The Mavericks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Well, Porzingis in the early part of his career has had some phenomenal first halves of seasons. In the second half has faded. You really just want to see a complete year from Kristaps Porzingis where he can dominate.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
In the corner, it's Little. Portland, no good that time either. And here is Marjanovic. It's stolen by Little. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this team, his leadership. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. They've got Anthony. He's out there with Little. Enes Kanter is out there with Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. The pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And they're moving it up. Here's Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Doncic looking it over. Porzingis inside. Anthony on him. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Out to the wing. Powell down low. Guarded by Hardaway. From the line, again, the Trailblazers score.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Now, here's Doncic, guarded close. Pass to Porzingis. And Kanter pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And it's blocked, and he gets it back. They now take the lead. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. Yes, that goes in.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Kanter throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now, here's Marjanovic. Doncic with it. 5 to shoot from deep three-point range. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Now here's Powell. Over Richardson. Powell, the pass to Simons. The offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the truth is, Cantor is a fairly high percentage shooter inside. Sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
So he gets them both. And so it's Dallas with it. 4-point game. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Brunson finds Richardson. Outside, Redick. There's the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Richardson. The dish to Powell. And Covington sends it back. Here's McCollum. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Oh, great ball movement there.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard against Brunson. 2 free. And now, yep, this will be a Chargers challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review.
Richardson against McCollum. Now Richardson. Here's Redick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
JJ doing a great job to draw the foul, wait for the contact while shooting.
For Dallas, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. But you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul.
All free throws good from Doncic. Portland leading by 7. McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. That shot off. Nice D from Doncic. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And he makes that one.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Lillard, right side. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Nurkic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Redick finds Marjanovic. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Doncic against Lillard. Jones drives in, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Doncic against Lillard. Inside, Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off of the screen to find the space.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Marjanovic down low. Working on Nurkic. Marjanovic passes to Hardaway. From deep. No good. Shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Porzingis. And Covington sends it back. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. Jones finds Nurkic. Nobody near Lillard. Portland no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 6. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Back to Porzingis. And Doncic gets it to go.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Feeds it to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's McCollum with the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Doncic against Lillard. Now here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Money!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
On up the court. Hardaway kicks to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. But they'll get another chance. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. Yes!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
And Jones now atop the key. Covington kicks to Jones. High post, Nurkic. Lillard from outside. They get the rebound.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. it.